Alright guys, another little update. A little bit of a clear up out the front. Not much, still looks a bit of a mess, but we're a good number of piles of hardcore down have been distributed out in the field. That little pile there is a bit of smaller stuff that we can use to backfill around the pool and the pond, so I'll get that shifted out the back shortly. But yeah, never know, might turn that back into a bit of grass for the summer. Not much type 1 left. I need to get another 20 tonne of that. And let's have a look around here. Moved all the decking timber. That's why the driveway's a bit more clear. Another delivery of steel yesterday because we run out. Got some of these big boys. Look at the size of them. 25mm. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with those shortly. Yeah, so here she is. 3 layers up now. One more to go. There's the cutout for the window. And obviously the first of the curved walls for the retaining walls for the sunken patio. So hopefully we'll get that all sorted tomorrow, get the 4th row on. We've still got a lot of steel to go in round, well, all of the 3rd row. And then all of the 4th row obviously, and then all the vertical steels have got going as well yet. So, but yeah, coming along, and they'll foam the bottom up just to stop any concrete leaking out. And that will be the walls constructed, but we've got a bit of a way. We've got a bit of a falling down there. Yeah, got to get all the plumbing in the walls before the concrete pour can go in. But here's the filter pit area. So yeah, we've got the pipes for the drums. That's the 4 drains coming out of the floor with their air feeds. I'm going for a triple drum setup now, 3 smaller drums, and so yeah, in the middle there we've got the 2 drums that are in 2 drums on each, or a pair of pipes into each drum, and then over that end there there'll be a 3rd drum, but that pipe work will come from the skimmers, so there'll be 1 skimmer on this end and 1 skimmer down near that end, and I'm hoping to kind of even the runs up by bringing this skimmer run all the way around the outside and over to that far corner, and then the other skimmer can go out of the side wall out there and across and round onto the back down there. So hopefully they'll be reasonably balanced. They won't go right in the exact ends, they'll go somewhere on the back edge, so I'm thinking around about here and about where the end of the shadow is there. So not sure yet, might have a little play with those and have a little think. Yeah, then I've got to sort of position all the returns. I've got a pair of pipes that need to go off in that direction, because over there, just here next to the hot tub, will be the heat pump. The heat pump will be used to warm the swimming pool primarily, but obviously in the cold season when we're not using the pool, I'll swap the plumbing over and connect it up, and I'll have a small circulation pump just with a drawer out from here and back to put some heat into the pond. Potentially, quite how much heat it will retain with a dome over it, like possibly a polytunnel type set over the top of it, I don't know, but we'll see. We've got a lot of insulation in the floor and the walls, so hopefully it's as good as it can be. Yeah, and with regards to the glass then, still we've got an opening that's about 3 metres, and so I'm thinking I'm still going to go for 3 panels. So that'll be 2 posts, or 4 if you include, we'll have a post at either end, and then another 2 posts in here. It's 3 panels of glass. And the approach I think I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to get some stainless steel made up in what is effectively kind of like a H channel shape, so a bit like a small RSJ, but the stainless steel will be there more as a sort of a decorative finish. And I'm just trying to think the best way for me to to describe it, but effectively, let's walk it round. We've got these really hefty chunks of steel here, which are the full height. So they're 25mm versus the normal 12mm steel that's in the wall. Let me jump down here. Okay. So yeah, the idea is that we'll put those vertical bars all the way down and fix them into the wall. But each of these steels will be like a box. Sort of the stainless steel that we have made will be like a box section that comes up. And if you imagine from that direction, it's sort of a H shape going, sort of like that. Then the slots either side of the H will be where the glass goes in. So we'll fit one there, pair in here and one there, and effectively the glass will be fitted sort of down inside the channel and then sealed in so that it won't move. Big test will be how solid those posts are, but we're going to put five bits of that 25mm rebar in each of the columns. I suspect the columns will probably be about, I don't know, probably about 5 inches square. Yeah, and then we'll put the panels in, see how that works out. Hopefully they'll be rock solid. A bit more curving to do around here, and then you've got some steps that need to go in up to there. A bit more progress on the pool while I'm here. Let's come around here. All the dump. Hot tub's powered up, filthy dirty, but it's got power to it now, so I'm going to try and clean that out for kids to make use of. All the swimming pool pumps and that will be located here. Got to dig this down a little bit, so where that mesh is has got to come out and dig that down. Pipes will come across here. A balance tank that's got to be built to go in there, that all the overflows have got to be running. We're going to make that ourselves now. So just a timber frame tank set in there and braced up, and then I'm going to get it fiberglassed. Been in touch with a company that's going to come out and do the fiberglassing for the pool. Hopefully that'll be second week in June. And they're going to fiberglass me a balance tank as well, and then all these overflow pipes will go in there and then come from there over here along with the bottom drains. But yeah, the pool's making some good progress. It's got a floor in it now, so that's all it is, finished, ready to be waterproofed on the floor. So they've got some waterproofing and some mesh to go in. One of the chaps has been working on all these drain edges. They look like they're coming up really nicely now, so he's been trimming those off. They've all got to be waterproofed and just rendered in on the sides, but you can see sort of the bottom of them's done and taken off, and this is what the we just got to decide whether we want white or blue. Now I asked the company to send me out 1/2 metre in white and 1/2 metre in blue, and they sent it all in white. I already had those 2 fingers as samples, but there wasn't enough to kind of pick from really. So but yeah, certainly starting to look the business. We've got like a edge in there in the white. Cut this back so it's symmetrical, so once it's all filled in, like with the rubber surround that we'll have around here, that should look better. I'm going to get that corner redone though, because we've got a line cut in the tiles there. I mean, I get that it was a bit of a pain to get around there, but it's the only line that's had to be cut everywhere, so I'm going to ask them to have a rethink and just take a few of those out and just blend it around somehow. If there's any tilers on here, they're probably wincing, I should say, at the thought of it. But yeah, that's where we're at. Just trying to think if there's anything else to add. Not much changed over there. So, still waiting for some shower fittings. Water heater turned up today for the shower. A fair bit of the electric's been done in there, so that's all live in there now. And we've got power over in the gazebo across there as well. So yeah, fair few bits to be done, or a fair few bits been done, and still lots to go. Right, cheers guys, take care.